morning. So let's start this morning just in a nice cross-legged seat. Sitting up on either a blanket or a cushion or something to get the hips a little elevated so that the hips can start to soften and release their grip and tension.
Just remember to turn your phone, please.
Oh, and let me mute all you guys first, sorry. There we go. Got it, okay. And so as you feel your sits bones start to ground, feel the crown of your head start to lift up. And I invite you to either close your eyes or find a soft downward gaze. And just let the palms of your hands rest on your thighs in this grounding mudra. And yes, sometimes as we start to think and our mind starts to go with the what ifs and the if onlys and all of the plans, we can start to feel like everything's swirling around us. And so it's our yoga practice that allows us to find ground. It allows all of those snow globe thoughts to settle. So that even for just a few moments, we can find a sense of peace, a sense of ease, and a calm within the storm. And so we do that first by letting our body find ground. And then by allowing the mind to connect to the breath. And the breath to connect in a very specific way. So feel the belly start to expand. And that expansion goes all the way up through the ribs and the chest. And then as you exhale, release from the chest out through the ribs and out through the belly. And do this breath, this progressive breath, in a way that does not cause tension in the body, tension in the mind, but allows you to just begin to focus inward, to settle, to ground, to prepare yourself for practice today, to prepare yourself for what's to take place in your life today. Allowing the breath to deepen. And with your next exhale, just release your chin to your chest. Slide your hands out to your knees. And rock back and round out through the spine. Stay here for just a couple of breaths and really feel the breath across the back of the shoulders, the low back. But keep holding onto the knees so that you're not putting pressure into that low back. You're really supporting with the arms here. And now as you inhale, start to shift forward, bend your elbows, and take a lift up of the chest. And just take a pause there, feeling this opening of the chest, reaching the chest forward. The shoulders start to move back. The belly still breathing deeply. And then as you exhale again, rock back and round. And inhale, shift forward, chest lifts. Exhale, shift back. and round. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Good. Now find center. So find neutral, sits bones down, crown of the head lifts. Good. Let's sweep the arms all the way up alongside your ears. And just release your right hand down, tipping over to the right. Keep both hips rounding and look underneath that left arm. Good. Come all the way back up, sweeping the arms up alongside the ears. And as you exhale, twist to the right. Keep the spine nice and long as you inhale. And as you exhale, press into your right hand to twist a little deeper. From here, keep the chest turning to the right. Turn your head to look over your left shoulder. And release that chin down towards the left shoulder. Just taking some breaths into the back of the neck. Lift your head, turn your head to look over the right shoulder again. Lift the right arm up alongside your right ear. And tip your left shoulder towards your left knee into a little side bendy twist. Good. Really reach through those right fingers. Keep grounding through the right hip. Come all the way back up into your twist. And then exhale, just turn back to center. Good. Let's switch the crossing of your legs. And again, place your hands on your thighs. Take a big full breath in. As you exhale, round out through the spine, letting the hands slide to the knees. Inhale, bend those elbows, lift the chest. Shifting forward, exhale, rock back and round. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Good. One more time like that. Just moving the hips, moving the shoulders. Starting to awaken into the spine. Good. And then come all the way back up to sit. Sweep your arms up alongside your ears. And take the left hand down, reaching up and over to the left as you just open up into the right side body. Good. And then sweep the arms up again. Nice big breath in. Exhale, twist to the left. Left hand behind you, right hand crosses over. Big full breath in. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Good. Keep the chest turning to the left. Turn your head to look over your right shoulder. And then just release that chin down towards the shoulder. Good. Lift your head, turn to look over the left shoulder again. Lift your left arm up alongside your left ear. And then tip your right shoulder towards your right knee, opening into the left side body even more. Good. Come all the way back up to sit, all the way into the twist, and turn back to center. Good. Uncross the legs, bring the soles of your feet together, knees apart. Place your hands onto your knees and start some circles around with the torso. Just waking up into the hips, waking up into the low back. Good. Getting just some fluid going in the body this morning. And then circle the opposite direction. And then just come back to a nice tall seat. Let's bring the knees together and then walk the feet just a little bit wide. You can place your hands down behind you and just start to windshield wiper the knees from side to side. So we're starting to work on the internal rotators, the external rotators in the hips. Good. And the next time you go over to the left, just stay there. And that left ankle can cross over the right thigh, as long as you don't feel any pain in that right hip or in the right knee. Otherwise, you can just keep the foot down. Deep breaths here. Good. Then gonna take the foot off, bring the knees back to center, tip your knees to the right. And this time that right ankle can cross over the left thigh. Again, as long as it's not pain in the hip or the knee. We're not trying to put pressure in the knee joint at all. Good, and then remove that foot, come all the way back up. Let's just sit tall and extend your legs straight ahead. And make sure you're sitting up on the edge of your cushion or your blanket so that your hips are just a little bit tilted already for you. Sweep your arms up alongside your ears. And as you exhale, start to fold forward over your legs any amount this morning. You might feel a little tight since it's still early. Place your hands down beside your legs and start to bend the elbows. Release your head, release your shoulders. We're going to stay here and breathe for just a little bit. Starting to release any tension in the back body. Good, and then just start to roll yourself all the way up to sit. Let's cross the legs and then you can roll over your shins or swing your legs around just to come to hands and knees. Maybe sliding your prop off to the side or placing the blanket underneath your knees, whatever makes sense for your knees this morning. Find wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. And let's start circling around into the wrists and back into the knees and start to just wake up into some weight bearing in the hands. See if you can pay attention a little bit more to the knuckles and a little bit less to the heel of the hands. Good, and then circle the opposite direction. Good, and now let's come back to center and just start circling the right knee around in the air. Just waking up into that right hip this morning. And then the opposite direction. Good, and now extend your right leg back behind you. Press through the right foot, reach through the crown of your head. Take a nice big full breath in. As you exhale, bring your knee towards your nose, round your spine. Inhale the leg out behind you and exhale, bring your knee to your upper arm. Inhale the leg back behind you. Again, knee to nose. Inhale back. Exhale, knee to upper arm. One more round. Inhale back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale back. Exhale, knee to upper arm. Good. Extend that right leg back. Keep it reaching back behind you and then shift into your right hand and take the left arm forward. Start to feel your front ribs wrapping towards each other for support there in the abdominals, in the low back. Good, and then just place your left hand down and place the right knee down and wag your hips a little from side to side. Let's come back to center and start circling your left knee in the air. Good, circle the opposite direction. Good, now extend the left leg back, big reach through the foot. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, leg back. Exhale, knee to upper arm. Inhale back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale back. Exhale, knee to upper arm. Good, one more round. And exhale, knee to nose. Inhale back. Exhale, knee to upper arm. Good. Reach the left leg back. Shift into your left hand. And reach your right arm forward into the air, coming into the balance on this side. Good, and then place that right hand down, place the left knee down, wag the hips. Tuck your toes, lift it up and back, find downward facing dog. Good, knees can be softly bent just to start. And let's start pedaling through the feet. Waking up into the backs of the legs. Good, and then come high onto the balls of the feet, high into the tiptoes. Exhale, melt the heels. Inhale, high onto the tiptoes. Exhale, melt the heels. Keep the back lengthening. One more time, lift high. And this time, just tiptoe all the way to the top of the mat. Try to stay up on the toes as long as you can. Good, when you arrive at the top of the mat, take a full breath in. As you exhale, release your heels, soften your knees, fold over your legs. Start to sway a little from side to side, just letting the arms hang, the head hang. And then come back to center and roll yourself slowly up to stand. Letting your head be the last thing to arrive up to vertical. Stand in your tall Tadasana, feel everything stacking, everything working together. Sweep your arms out and up. As you exhale, open your arms, dive forward over your legs. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, release and fold. Inhale your arms out and up. Exhale, arms by your side. Inhale your arms out and up. Exhale, dive forward over your legs. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, release and fold. Again, inhale, arms out and up. And exhale, arms by your side. Let's step the feet a little wider than Tadasana stance. Reach your arms back behind you, clasp your hands. Roll the shoulders back, let the knuckles reach down. And as you exhale, start to fold forward over your legs. You can keep the legs extended or you can bend the knees, your choice. Start to let the knuckles lift, opening into the shoulders and the chest. Your head is heavy down towards the mat. Deep breaths here. Good, and then slowly press into those feet. Come all the way back up to stand. Keep your feet wide. Inhale your arms alongside your ears. Exhale, open your arms, dive forward into just a wide-legged fold. Step your left leg back to a lunge. Keep the right foot wide and walk that right foot out just a little bit more. Feel your feet start to press away from each other. Bring your hands to the inside of that right foot. Lengthen long through the torso, through the crown of your head. Good, just a wide, low lunge here. Place your left hand down, turn your chest to the right for a twist, and let the right arm lift and the head follow last. From here, we're going to wrap that right arm around behind you and come into a half bind. Roll the right right shoulder back, spread across your chest. Good, release your right hand down. Sweep your right leg out to the side and around behind you to come to downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, lower your knees, your chest and your chin to the mat. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. From here, just shift your weight into your right hand, keeping it in the feet. We're going to sweep the left arm underneath us, find the outside of the right thigh or calf, and start to turn the chest underneath the right arm. A little twisted down dog this morning. Good, and then place that left hand down, come back to downward facing dog. Lift your right leg into the air behind you. Exhale, bring your knee towards your nose, shift forward. Inhale the leg back. Exhale, knee to upper arm. Inhale the leg back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, leg back. Exhale, knee to upper arm. Good, one more time. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, leg back. Exhale, knee to upper arm. And now place your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Good. Lower the left knee down this time and let's come into lizard pose. So you can stay up on your hands. You can lower down onto your forearms. You can use blocks under the forearms if you want. But keep the hips shifting forward and keep that right foot flat. Don't start to roll to the outside of the foot. Really keep the right inner thigh hugging in towards the right upper arm. Deep breaths here. Good, and then slowly come up onto your hands. You'll place your blocks off to the side if you have them. Tuck your left toes, step your left foot to the outside of your left hand, and fold forward over your legs. Inhale your arms out and up. Exhale, release the arms down by your side. Good, so your stance is still wide, not off of your mat. You're still on the mat, just wide. Inhale your arms out and up. Exhale, dive over your legs. Good, step your right leg back to a lunge and come into that low, wide lunge. Good, reaching long from the right heel through the crown of your head. Feel the feet pressing apart. Release, activating through your base. Keep your right hand down, turn your chest to the left. Let the left arm lift and your head follow last. From here you can wrap the left arm around, just opening up through the chest. Good, and then place that left hand down. We're going to sweep the left leg out to the side and around behind you to come into downward facing dog. Inhale forward to plank. Exhale, knees, chest and chin. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Now from here, staying in your down dog, we're just going to shift the weight from the hands into the left hand. Reach your right arm under and start to turn the chest underneath that left arm. Good, and then place the right hand down, back to downward facing dog. Lift your left leg into the air. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale the leg back. Exhale, knee to upper arm. Inhale, leg back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale back. Exhale, knee to upper arm. One more round. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale back. Exhale, knee to upper arm, and then place your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Lower your right knee carefully to the mat and come into your lizard pose on this side. So whether it's blocks or no blocks, or even just staying up on your hands, is all a possibility. Just starting to open into the hips a little bit more. Good, and then come up onto those hands. Set your blocks off to the side. Tuck your right toes and step your right foot again to the outside of your right hand. This time, let's turn the toes off the mat. Keep the heels on. And instead of coming into a malasana squat, I want you to just come up and bring your hands right onto your thighs, right above the knees. So we're in a little like football kind of squat. Good. Really feel those inner thighs start to work. Start to feel the sits bones drop as the torso starts to lift. And then reach your arms up. Bend your elbows. And you'll find yourself in goddess pose. Good. Let's take an inhale, lengthen the legs, lift the arms. Exhale, back to goddess. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Good, again, inhale, lift. Exhale, bend, hold and breathe. Good, and then lengthen the legs, lengthen the arms. Release your arms down, step your feet together, and just shake it out. Good. Stand tall at the top of your mat. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Exhale, dive forward over your legs. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale to downward facing dog, however you want to get there. Inhale, forward to plank. And now let's shift forward, bend the elbows just till they touch the ribs. Sweep forward into a cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. From here, let's lift the right leg into the air behind you, down dog split. Lift your right outer hip, bend your knee. Look underneath your left arm, try to see your right foot. Circle that ankle. And the opposite direction. Good, and now let's extend the right leg behind you. Exhale, place your right foot between your hands. Start to press the right foot forward, the left foot back, and crawl your way up to a high lunge. Torso lifts first, chest a little lift, and then the arms. Good. Let's bring the palms together. Tip it forward, turn to the right for a twist, and take the left elbow towards the outside of the right thigh. Press those palms together, opening up through the chest a little bit more. Good. Sweep the arms up again alongside your ear, coming into a high lunge. And as you reach up, start to lower the left knee slowly down. Shift the hips forward, lift up through your chest, find Anjaneyasana. Good. And then let's just place the hands down, tuck the left toes, Good, shift the hips back enough that you can lengthen that left leg coming into a low lunge. And then step back to downward facing dog. Here you can flow through a vinyasa or stay in down dog, your choice. Good, and then we'll meet in downward facing dog. Lift your left leg. Lift your left outer hip, bend your knee. Look underneath your right arm, circle that left ankle. The opposite direction. Good, let's inhale, extend the leg. Exhale, place your left foot between your hands. Activate the legs, activate the feet, and start to crawl yourself up. Torso, chest, arms. Good, now bring the palms together. Keep that length through the torso as you tip forward. Turn it to the left for your twist. Good, and then all the way back up to a high lunge. Reach up, 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 up as you slowly start to lower the right knee down to the mat. Shift the hips forward, lift your chest, Anjaneyasana. Good, and then place your hands down, shift the hips back just enough that you can tuck your right toes. Re-extend the right leg into a low lunge. Step back to downward facing dog. Pedal your feet, wag your hips here. Good, and now let's walk your hands all the way back to your feet. And just hang over your legs at the back of your mat. Roll yourself slowly up to stand. And find Tadasana at the back of the mat. From here, we'll sweep the arms up alongside the ears. And bring your right knee in towards your chest. See if you can hold on to that right knee, grow taller, and feel as if the torso were lifting up off of the pelvis. So that you're not dumping the weight down into that standing leg. Keep your left hand on your right knee. Lift your right arm up. Start to turn the chest to the right. Right arm reaches back behind you. Your head can turn as much as makes sense for you. Good, and then we're going to sweep the arms back up alongside the ears into facing forward. Extend your right leg forward. Bend the left knee, place your right foot halfway forward. All 10 toes facing forward, open your arms out to the side. Flip your palms to face up, cross your left elbow on top of your right. Try wrapping those arms around. Full breath in. Exhale, start to fold towards the right thigh. Good, keep that right hip guiding back a little bit, the left hip guiding forward just a little bit to find neutral hips. Keep the feet pressing away from each other as if you could rip the mat apart. Good, one more breath here. And then just release your arms down towards either side of your right foot. If your hands don't comfortably find the mat, take your blocks underneath your hands. That way the shoulders aren't having to work and you can really release the torso over that front leg. Good, and now soften your right knee. Walk your hands forward, step into your right foot, lift your left leg into the air, standing split. Good. From here, I want you to bend your right knee. Tuck your left knee behind your right knee. And we're going to come all the way down to sit very carefully, placing that left knee to the outside of the right foot, right leg's crossed over, and we're sitting tall on the sits bones. Good. Sit tall with a big breath in. As you exhale, take a twist to the right. With the right hand come back behind you, the left arm's either crossed or wrapped. Good, and then turn it back to center. Now we're going to go the same way we just came. So shift your weight into your right foot. Place your hands down. Sweep the left leg into the air behind you, back to standing split. And then place your left foot beside your right. And just fold over your legs. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Exhale, arms by your side. Stand tall, let's try the other side. Press into the right foot, grow tall through the crown of your head and lift that left knee into the chest. Hold on to the left knee, try lifting the torso up out of the pelvis. And then keep your right hand on the left knee, lift your left arm. Turn the chest to the left. Extending that left arm back. Good. Sweep the arms up alongside the ears. Turn it back to center. Extend your left leg forward. Bend the right knee. Place your left foot to the top of the mat. All 10 toes facing forward. Open your arms wide. Cross your right elbow on top of your left. Wrap those arms. Take a big full breath in. As you exhale, fold towards your left thigh. Good. Really activating the feet, pressing away from each other. Left hip guiding back, right hip guiding forward. One more breath here. And then release your arms. Again, maybe finding the blocks. And try releasing the torso over the left thigh. Soften that left knee. Walk your hands forward. Lift your right leg into the air. Standing split. Bend your left knee. Tuck the right knee behind the left knee. Slowly start to come all the way down to sit so that your left leg is crossed over your right this time. Inhale, tall. As you exhale, turn to the left. Let that left hand come behind you for a little kickstand to support the torso as you lengthen. Good, and then turn it back to center. So reversing the direction that we came, shift forward into your left foot. Place your hands down, lift the right leg back into the air. Place that right foot beside the left. Fold over your legs. Inhale your arms out and up. Exhale, arms down by your side. Good. Let's come to stand in the middle of the mat. And step your feet nice and wide. Same width as your lunge, your downward dog. So you can kind of look on your mat like, my mat has marks for my feet and for my hands, and so you can kind of see where I tend to typically be. So you want to try to step about that wide. All right. From here, turn your right toes to face whatever end of the mat that they're towards. Bend your right knee and open your arms into warrior two. Keep your sits bones reaching down, keep the crown of your head reaching up. And just make sure that right knee is tracking in the space between the second and third toe. As you inhale, lift your arms, lengthen your right leg. Turn those right toes to face the side of the mat. As you exhale, turn the left toes to face the front of the mat. Bend the left knee, open the arms. Warrior two on the left side. Inhale, lift the arms, turn the left toes to face the side of the mat. Exhale, right foot turns and open. So we're going to do some flowing warriors here. Inhale and exhale, open. Good. Do two more on each side. Just using your deep, flowing breath. Good, and then you'll finish center. We'll open the arms out to the side, release your arms back behind you. Clasp your hands, roll your shoulders back, lift your chest, and then fold forward over your legs. Good, let your head release down, let the knuckles lift. Good, and then just release your arms down wherever they'll land. If you want blocks underneath your hands, then grab those. Good, just folding forward. Good, and now just turn towards the front of your mat. Come into a low lunge and step back to downward facing dog. Again, just wagging the hips, pedaling the feet. Good, let's lift the right leg into the air behind you. Bring that right knee forward and wide. Let's set up for pigeon this morning. So slide your blanket underneath your pelvis, giving the pelvis a little opportunity to ground and release a little bit more. Good, find hips neutral. Right knee's wider than the right hip. Good, make sure that your left leg is parallel to the side of the mat. And then start to fold forward. And if folding all the way forward is not an option for you, then just take your blocks or some kind of cushion and stick it underneath you, because we're going to stay here for a couple of minutes. Similarly, if doing it this way doesn't work, then just lay on your back. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh. And place your left foot onto a coffee table, a wall, a couch, whatever you have available to you. And just really feel that release of the pelvis, release of the hips, release of the low back, release of the shoulders. Start to utilize your breath to encourage more let go. More soft, more ground. Slide your blocks off to the side, tuck your left toes, step it back to downward facing dog. Pedal the feet again, wag the hips. Go ahead and lift your left leg into the air. Bring that left knee forward and wide. Let's set up for pigeon on the second side. Good, blanket right across the pubic bone, supporting the pelvis. Keep your right leg extended back. And then again, we just start to fold forward into whatever depth is available for you on the side. If you want the blocks underneath you, or cushion, a pillow, whatever you have laying around. Good, slowly start to come up onto your hands. This time we're just gonna sit on the left hip, swing the right leg around behind you. Place your blocks off to the side. And then just start to slowly make your way onto your back. Nice and easy lower. Good, just keeping the feet down, the knees bent. Place your arms down by your side. As you inhale, press into those feet, lift your hips up. As you exhale, release the hips slowly down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Let's add some arms in. As you inhale, float your arms up overhead. As you exhale, release and slowly lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale, lift. Now keep your arms overhead and just slowly release the hips down. Extend your legs forward, nice and long. Take a big full reach through the fingers, through the toes. And exhale, soften the body. Again, reach and stretch. Exhale, soft. Let's walk the legs over towards the right. Bottom corner of the mat, and then tip your torso over to the right. So you're in a C curve on your back. You can take your right hand to your left wrist if that feels available to you. If it feels like too much in that left shoulder, then don't do it. Then you can also turn your head to the left if that feels okay on your head and neck. Good, slowly come back to center, arms alongside the ears. And then walk the legs over to the left. Walk the torso over. You can turn your head to the right, and this time the left hand can take a hold of the right wrist if that feels okay in the right shoulder. Slowly back to center. Bend your knees, feet to the mat. Open the arms out to the side. Tip both knees to the left and just take a twist here. You can turn your head to the right. Keep both shoulders grounding into the mat. And then again, knees back to center. Tip those knees to the right and turn your head to the left. Good, and then once more back to center. Release your arms down by your side. Begin to extend your legs forward. Start your transition into Shavasana today. And again, bring the attention of the mind to that fluidity and stacking of the breath. So the belly, the ribs, the chest. Breathe on the inhale. The exhale releases chest, ribs, and belly. Give your mind permission to just simply be here, paying attention to your breath. This task that seems so simple but is actually very difficult for a mind that constantly moves, constantly wanders, drifts. To give it a moment of rest can be work. So notice any thoughts that might come up, but then gently move them away and come back to your breathing. Kind, gentle, soft, all within your Shavasana. And now begin to take in a big full breath. As you exhale, release it out your mouth. Let gentle movements come to your fingers, your toes, your wrists, your ankles. With an exhale, start to just roll over to your right side. Nice and easy roll. The right arm can extend alongside your ear for a little cushion. Take a moment here on your right side, just breathing, transitioning. And then press into your left hand and start to slowly roll yourself up to sit. Nice and easy with your head, the very last thing to come up. And your eyes can either reclose or find a soft downward gaze. Still connected to that fluid breath. Let's bring the palms together in front of your heart. Bow your head with gratitude and honor for all that you did today. Things that felt more accessible, things that felt more difficult. We are grateful for it all because we are moving, we are breathing. We are able to come to our mats and practice no matter where we are. I bow to the beautiful divine light within each of you. Namaste.